Okay. Ah, it's item level. That's why it's so. The 63 is best they could do. Which is fine. Followers. Uh, let's start off with the lower geared people. Where the hell is this? The armor? It just bags are all a jumble. Yeah, you get that. Well, I could give someone hiking boots. Sure, you get that. I could give someone that. What do you have? 5% for every troop vitality. This gives 20% when accompanied by squires or shield bearers. So we do have squires. What's this? Really, you'd want the Justice Hammer and the shield, and not on him. Give it to this guy. Of course, I do recognize he won't have the biggest bonus from it. He'll benefit more from being with the Templar, because they have the extra hit points, so he gets that extra percent. But it'll work better for him than this guy, who benefits greater from having being with the Templar. Rather than an extra 5%, it's an extra 15%. Actually, no, wait. It's 15% in either case. Ah, fuck it. I'm just getting too obsessive here. It's just I want to make sure I make the right decision. It's maybe a small thing, but I don't want to fuck myself over. You know, regardless. Sure, you get that. Okay, don't know why it didn't go through the first time. Tempting to give someone the boots. Ooh, maybe if I give that to her. Just thinking, because she'll definitely be going on this mission. Sure. Okay, there we go. Probably, it's fairly possible that it's probably true that I should have given it to someone else or whatever, but it sounded like a good idea. Okay, buff you up. My fan sounds different right now. Christ, that's annoying. It actually makes me think of the hum sound I sometimes hear in my videos, which is rather irritating. Christ, that's actually really goddamn irritating me now. Ugh. Scroll protection. That's actually really goddamn irritating me. Because it's just a slight hum, just constantly in the periphery of my hearing. It's really goddamn annoying. Okay, and I got this. Ooh, an extra 15% when accompanied by Knights or Templar. That is clearly something for Boros. Clearly. Now he gets 30% when accompanied by them. Though I think it's only a single 30%, not if you have two with him, it's, you know, you get 60%. Sideway. Okay, gonna bring this guy. Actually, wait. Sure. I was just thinking that it was actually an 8:30 thing. So maybe like I should have people all at 8:30. Like having 3 at 8:10 won't be enough.
The light smites our foes.
But it's surprising. With all this stuff I put on him, it was actually surprisingly fine. Like, I'm guaranteed to win. I won't get probably have a 5% chance of getting a seal of Broken Fate. But I'm guaranteed to win this, even though he's undergeared. Because, well, they'll sacrifice themselves. He will counter those two. And he gets 15% from Blessing of Kings. 15% from Guardian of Kings. 30% from Sword of Light. 20% from being on a mission with his squire, and 5% for shield vitality. All that adds up together, so I win. Sounds good to me. And fucking seriously? Now you give me these other ones? It's not a big deal. It's just like they just fling the other stuff at you the moment you send people off on a mission. Irritating. Crab Rider McGurk seems to have found a new way of getting around. If it takes hold, we'll be looking at an invasion of crab riding Murlocs. And I can get a crate of champion equipment. Okay, go do that. Increase mission cost, that's fine. The Thistle Leaf sprites have been baiting unwary travelers into their groves by placing what appears to be unguarded treasure right out in the open.
Nothing can hide from the light.
I'm just gonna risk this, cause may as well. What? Having her along doesn't help? It actually reduces it.
Hide from the light.
Okay.
Guides my sword.
The Soul Takers are an organized trio of Val'sharah Vrykul, intent on plundering tombs of their own kings. Stop them before they can do more damage. Sure, I'll do this.
The light guides my sword.
God damn, that fan is annoying me right now. I don't know why, but it's just like... Christ, it just made me want to start twitching out. It's actually really goddamn irritating, because, I end up just, it ends up being all I can hear. Well, not all I can hear, but a lot. Ooh, 1 and 2. Brings you up to level 10. Okay, got a few more pages. From the testimony of Fairbanks, advisor to High Lord Alexandros Morgraine, shortly before his execution. Let me read that again, sorry, I got distracted. It's, just Fairbanks, I swear I heard that name before. Not in WoW, it was a... I don't know, it was a character online and something. It was just like, what, like, was that the same name? Because I have no idea. Because I was starting to wonder, was that actually fan art of a WoW character, or was that an original thing? I don't know. Anyway, from the testimony, Ashbringer, Part 5. From the testimony of Fairbanks, advisor to High Lord Alexandros Morgraine, shortly before his execution. It was outside of Stratholme that we were surrounded by undead. Their numbers were unfathomable. Wave after wave washed over us. And yet Alexandros stood tall, unbowed and unbroken, a rock for them to break against. Alexandros' end came not from the undead, but from his own son, the treacherous one Reynault, who took up the Ashbringer and stabbed his father in the back. You'd think Alexandros would have been wielding the Ashbringer, considering it was the, undead slaying, weapon of choice. The undead slayer's weapon of choice. But maybe he, disarmed him and then shanked him in the spine. That could have happened. A recounting of the battle of Naxxramas by Darian Morgraine, as told to Atticus Finch. Atticus Curahal. Deep within the floating undead citadel of Naxxramas, I discovered what had truly become of my father. Alexander's spirit had been tortured and broken. He had been raised as a death knight to defend the very scourge that he once laboured to destroy. They had scoured him from all that was good, leaving only behind a bitter, rotten shell. In defence of my own life, I was forced to end his cursed existence, or so I thought. The blade, you see, the Ashbringer, it spoke to me in my father's voice. From the Liber Monstratum. And so it was that Darian Morgraine, driven by the voice of his father, bore the Ashbringer to Scarlet Monastery, where he learned of his brother Reynault's treachery. The vengeful phantom of Alexandros Morgraine manifested out of the Ashbringer. Reynault begged for forgiveness, and was dealt a vicious sweep of the corrupted blade, separating his head from his shoulders. "You are forgiven," was Alexandros' reply. That's one way to forgive. That's a little off the top. Alright. Let's, Let's go and do... Is this the same one from earlier? One step closer, yeah. Let's go do some of these. Let's see, is there anyone that I've great interest in? I probably should go do those side quests I said I would go do. Ooh, actually, wait, Surmar. I can worry about the other things later. I should go deal with Surmar. No. Let's go faster. Yeah, let's pop over to Surmar. Christ. That's one intense, hello? Just froze my computer. Like shit. Alright, yeah, well, if we finish this, I'll get 5,000 order resources, which will be used to upgrade one of my bits of gear to 840. I need to get to Exalted with the Nightfall, and I need to do something else. Get two factions to Revered to get the other bit of gear. At the current pace, I have a feeling the Nightfall one might come first. Because I'm not really doing many of the world quests. I just have little interest. If it was a few factions with dailies, a batch of dailies, you go grab them, you go do them, and then you go back, rather than these, like, here's one quest over here, another quest over here, and you can't really multitask. Like, it's not a proper daily hub. I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me.
Elisan's forces are waylaying refugees, fleeing Suramar through the Crimson Thicket. A perfect opportunity to test their skills in battle.
Okay, we'll smack him around a bit. I really need to change out that imp thing. Not that good. Also, Drain Future. Increases damage taken by 25%. Interesting attack. That just is weird. Also, wait, just die. Thank you. Oh, okay, sorry. For a moment there, I thought they were, you know, mostly dead. Damn it. Involved in that fight now. Oh well. I for a moment thought the trapper was mostly dead and trapped. But no. I was hoping for the easy kill, really. Ticket Mana Hunter. Attack you. It's a guaranteed 10 mana. So I feel I may as well. Also, talents. Actually, it's 14 mana. I'm honestly tempted in switching Execution Sentence out for something else. That's nice, but I know. Could go for the mana buff. Well, sorry, not mana buff. The final verdict. I could also go with Consecration. Consecration's a little more awkward though for fights, considering the amount you move around. You wouldn't end up doing full damage. With this, you would. But with this, you're passively just doing more damage. And it's not even like I'm using this much anyway. I think I use those two much more than I use that. So, yeah, I think that's a better idea. Wait, is there two of the guy's corpses in front of him? Cool. It seems the warriors get, you know, Iron Dwarves as bodyguards. That is cool. Also, I was just gonna make a comment about, you know, the guy had two corpses outside. Well, it's two corpses right in front of him. It always makes me laugh seeing an NPC staring at their own corpse. Just like I'm imagining, you know, what must it look like to see, you know, respawn and just see your corpse right in front of you. Of course, I recognize, you know, it's not like Mog World, you know. The game's not quite like that, but it's still a funny concept to think about. I know. I just find it somewhat hilarious. Well, not hilarious, darkly funny. There's the right words. I'm just clarifying what I meant because I don't want people to think I'm some idiot who thinks, oh yeah, all these people are, all the characters are real. No, they aren't. But it's just a funny idea to, you know, it's just to think about. There we go. Yeah.
Now is the age of the Shal'Dorei.
That still just keeps sounding wrong. Shal'Dorei. It just, I don't know, I'm too used to, you know, the Blood Elves one, Shal'Dorei, Do-Re-Mi, Fa Sol La Ti Da. I know, it just sounds off.
Once proud Shal'Dorei attacked them. The situation is even more desperate than I imagined.
Impossible!
Inconceivable. I'm so annoyed over the bag thing. Michael was saying before, you could have, but in the past you could have the bag sorted to be the way I have the setting I have here, or have it so like all these will be sorted into this bag, like the inverse kind of thing. They took that setting out, though it's still there. Like if you had it set to this, it keeps it as this. If you make a new character though, you can't change it to this without mods. As far as I know, anyway. Don't have that quest to take that down yet. Well, I'm sure at one stage. Now I just feel awkward. Let's beat you up. Oh, where's me English? Oh, nice. Okay, there we go. Just getting some more lean steak.